Oh, good morning. So it's been 10 days. No, wait. It just changed from 10 to 11. Awesome. This is the number of consecutive days with a wellness score over 90. Let's see what that means. Oh, and we get confetti. We get the multiplier. Keep stacking them up. With today's wellness score, you have gained circular coins. What can that possibly mean? That's a good question because I don't really know. And I would really like a sound effect with this. Circular, if you're watching, can you add some falling coin sound effects? That's just pretty. Let's just take a moment and congratulate ourselves for those that had a sleep score over 90. And 197, I think that's one of my highest. Now here's the funny thing, so it knows all that, how come it's not showing all my sleep scores yet? It's kind of doing a partial sync, and then, but the funny thing is, man, I do not remember my alarm going off today. Let's see what time it thinks I woke up. 6:02? You woke up around your light sleep stage, which is optimal. Yeah, the sleep scores from Circular are very generous. So if we go back in time to the 9th, 96. On the 8th, 93. Okay, anything above a 90 is really, really good. And that would mean for me that I wake up refreshed and just, yeah, you know, and I can go run for 5 miles or something like that. Let's go to the 7th, 90. Okay, that's a little more reasonable because that day I didn't really sleep that well. And especially on the 90, that was on this morning, the 7th, only 7 hours and 22 minutes. Then we have 8 hours and 2 minutes. And then we have 8 hours and 44 minutes, 10 hours and 32 minutes, because apparently I took a nap. I don't remember sleeping for an hour and a half on that day. I wish I had the day of the week. And then it logs the disturbances, real sleep, tranquility, circadian rhythm, REM, deep sleep, time to fall asleep, which is really, really nice. Oura Ring does that as well. Then we have sleep debt, which that's one of my favorite features. Then we go to the 3rd, 98, a near perfect score. I don't remember sleeping that well. 91, and then it detected 2 naps. And then we have optimal again, a score of 90, 31, a perfect score, 100. So the first night I woke up with it. There you go, the last 11 days. And then my favorite part, I like the leaderboard. So it hasn't quite updated with all my scores yet. So I'm at 837, and then I have my coins. So if we go back and then I go to profile, there we go. I have 16,000 coins, 11-day streak, which is my highest ever, and my wellness score is optimal. And then we can go to energy analysis, optimal, and then I can go back and I can show you how many steps I got yesterday. The step count isn't too bad. It seems to be a little lower than my Ultrahuman Ring, and also it's about the same with the Oura Ring, and lately my Ultrahuman has been really high. So what I'm going to do is quickly tabulate the scores over the last 11 days, and today's video, if you haven't guessed it, is a comparison Ultrahuman or Circular. So now we'll check out Ultrahuman last night. So Ultrahuman tries to do a little syncing in the background, but you do have to open the app. And then it gives me my sleep index, shows me when I went to bed, when I woke up. Awesome, good morning. Phase advance, which I plan on doing, going for a little morning walk with the dog. And then I can drill down sleep efficiency, HR drop, timing. So the timing is, you know, how long did it take me to go to bed and when I went to bed. Okay, early sleep timing contributes to overall health. Awesome. Restorative time, total sleep, consistency, temperature, oxygen 99, awake, REM, deep sleep. So a lot of the same factors. Now I can click edit, which is very different, and this is very important. Sleep apps, if you're thinking about making a sleep ring, or maybe your ring con, and you're new on the block, and you're like, oh, how can we be better than Oura and Circular and Ultrahuman? Here's an idea. Allow your users to edit their own sleep. I mean, you're only cheating yourself, right? So if I were to say, oh no, I actually went to bed at 9:30, I should be able to drag this and lengthen my sleep window, but they don't allow you to do that. Garmin does, Fitbit used to, and Samsung, Apple not so much. But you can drag it inward and reduce the window. So if you were on the couch reading, listening to music, Watching Netflix, yeah, you can tell it, no, I wasn't actually asleep, and you can drag it. And then, oh no, I actually woke up at 5:30, and then click save, and then it recalculates everything. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to close that and leave it because I feel that's pretty accurate. And then we go down. Now there's no leaderboard yet, but they do have zones. I've asked one person to follow me, and you can view some stats. Actually, you can view quite a bit of stats about each other. So that's kind of cool. They call them zones instead of a leaderboard. And then they have this new one where they have the circles, a sleep index, recovery score, metabolic score. I'm not quite sure how to get that yet. And I'm not seeing how I go back in time and view yesterday's score. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, let me tabulate, and then we're going to talk about the accuracy of heart rate. We're going to talk about workouts with the ring. We're going to talk about VO2 max with both rings. And we're going to talk about how accurate they are with those sleep patterns. You know, my deep sleep, my REM, my awake time, light sleep, you know, all that fun stuff. Okay, it's time for me to do some math. I'll see you real soon. Now, before I hop on the machine and do some rowing, I don't like to always work out on empty stomach, so we have some excellent preserves. This is some jam that my wife made for me. Well, I mean, for the family. And then my favorite drink, not distilled water, ionized hydration. Yeah, it's pH balanced water. It's so good. It helps me recover, and it's just, I like the taste of this brand. There's a few other brands that I like that I've shown, but none of them are sponsors, so I'm like, you decide what you like. But, oh yeah. I'm not gonna let you hear me chew, that's just gross. Okay, let's get ready for the row machine. So what we're gonna do is something I've never done before. Well, yeah, I've worn more than one watch on the row machine before, but what I'm gonna do is we're gonna strap on the Polar H10, and that's gonna give me some really accurate heart rate readings from my chest. So this, now step one, you have to, I know it's kind of gross, but this is why I rinse this off in the shower after I work out. You have to have these electrodes wet, otherwise you don't get a very good reading. Whew, that's cold. You know, I don't know how women put on bras, because I have the hardest time with just this thing. Whew, that's cold. There we go. So that's on, and I'm gonna connect that to the Garmin. Can you see that? What I did is I put these on my handlebar, and that way you know, truly adding the right sensor. HR, yep, connected. Status, great. So even though this is on the bar, my heart rate should be showing 115, 114, really close. Let's work out. This is gonna be fun. This is another cool thing about the Coros. I can have it sending info to both my watch and this device at the same time. There it is, Coros heart rate, and connect. Beautiful. So we have the Coros connecting to the Coros Pace 3 and to the row machine. Let's row already, shall we? Yeah, let's row.
Different ways here so that we can all be on the same page. And again, we're going to reach with the legs either. Keep those legs down.
Here, get right behind it so you can see the blinking green light.
Pivoting a little bit from the hips. We'll just go together on this one.
And then can you stand in front of the row machine? Yeah.
And make sure you feel like you're not reaching from your lower back.
Hi, camera girl.
You're just pivoting a little bit
Hi.
on your sit bone.
Sorry, camera lady. I almost look like a real rower. I keep rowing and rowing and I'm going nowhere. Uh-oh, I'm sweating. That's not good.
But that's okay. Alright, and then two, we'll go to that half slide. One.
Can I be wearing any more gadgets?
I don't know, Dad.
Oh, see, that's good. There's the Ultrahuman. It's glowing green. And the circular ring, glowing red. They're working.
That way we're going right up.
Susan French. Follow that trainer. She's great. All right. So as you can see, chest strap 163, 168, they've been either spot on with each other or just one beat off. So now
Lap
we'll do
3, 9:45.
the cool down.
Heart rate 163.
Now if I didn't overtrain, my heart rate should drop down to 130 very soon. If it doesn't drop soon, well, I might have rode too much, too hard, too long, could be dehydrated. So the Coros heart rate monitor and the Polar H10 chest strap, they were really close, really close. I want to say it was a little closer than when I wore the Coros HR monitor on my forearm, but I'll have to do several more tests and document it. More testing, you know the drill. And that's the end. Finished my 1,000-meter cool down. Stop. See, it doesn't count my cool down. So really that was 11,000 or 10,500 meters. Still go, 31 minutes. And that was with Susan Francia. Could be Francia, she's the iFit trainer. And what do we got? 264 watts, time, 523 calories. You can read the rest. We have the Garmin Epix 2 that was connected to the Polar H10 chest strap. And then the Coros Pace 3 that was connected to the Coros heart rate monitor. You can see the little heart rate blinking. And I was wearing my Amazfit Balance because I like those stats. The Apple Watch. There's the Ultrahuman Ring Oura Ring 3. Well, Oura Ring Gen 3 Slate, size 12. Oura Ring Gen 3, size 13. The circular ring with the button and vibration from Paris, France. And the Oura Ring 2.0. And now that I stand up, yeah, that was a hard workout. Time to drink more water. We'll do Apple first and end. Open row, 49 minutes, 241 calories, 324. Average heart rate, we got the range, weather, and then the rest we have to look in the app. And then Coros and Stapa. See, it's still connected. Awesome. And I didn't have to tell it to, oh, don't record through the wrist. It just automatically did that. And finish. And we're going to have a lot more details. 462 calories. Training load. Aerobic TE, anaerobic TE. We have the RPE, max heart rate 168, average heart rate 138. We have the zones, nice. Spent a lot of time in the bottom 3 zones, that's good. But zone 5, 29 seconds, all right. Average stroke rate, max stroke rate 118. Interesting. And calories 462. That might have been because I had it on the bar. Maybe that threw it off a bit. Recovery time, 1.3 days. Holy cow. And I slept with it last night. 7 hours, yeah. 32 hours until full recovery. All right, I gotta take the rest of the day off and Saturday. Awesome. We had this one connected to the Polar, so we'll be able to measure the max heart rate and all that stuff. We'll do recovery just for fun. And then I also wore this one. Ooh, today's plan completed. Great job. Oh, thanks, Step Coach. You have completed. Oh, it's telling me supplement water and nutrition in 30 minutes after workout is a golden period. Training effect, 5.0 TE, 2.2, 72 hours recovery time, 852 strokes, stroke rate 16. I think that's way off. Calories, stroke rate, see details. So it quickly synchronizes. That's one thing I really like about the Pace 3 and the Apex Pro. They synchronize really fast. So there's the rowing workout. Ooh, nice animation. Time, average heart rate, total calories, training load. We have the zones in detail. We have the stroke rate, training effect. I can say that was definitely hard, and it shows me that I use the heart rate monitor. And then I would like to show, see right there? It blinks green, lets you know it's working, and there's the nice glow. So really, it's over 500 calories because you have the active and the total calories. but that doesn't make sense. That's only 324. That's really low. Average 138, max 169. There's the segments. Calories, calories. Show more heart rate. Yes. There we go. Post-workout heart rate. Not as good as the recovery time. And it shows me my location, which I won't show you. Not as many details. That's a bummer. Koros for indoor rowing, way over Apple. Sorry, Apple. I mean, it's pretty good, but the details and the stroke rate, and I just like the way the zones are better. And honestly, I really like the form factor on this. So I wore both those rings along with my watches. I kept the circular ring on my right finger the whole time and the Ultrahuman ring on my left. And if you notice, the sensor moves, this really moves around a lot when you're rowing. And I don't think the ring was designed for rowing, honestly, because when we open up the app, so it quickly synchronizes down below. Now Garmin does sync with the Ultrahuman, but I mean, just on its own, oh, there we go, activity 10, but I was rowing for 50. And if we scroll down in the timeline, it should show my Garmin workout. There is, yeah, indoor rowing. It got all that data from Garmin, but it didn't really do much with it. And then the ring itself really kind of failed to do much. It even imported from Apple. Wow, it imported a ton from Apple. Maybe they're conflicting? I don't know. That's just kind of a bummer that it didn't give me more points, because you want to get a certain amount. That's my recovery score. Sorry. You want a certain amount of movement during the day. And the fact that it only did 10, I don't know. Maybe I need to delete one. And then if we open up circular, now one difference from circular over many differences, yet another, circular auto detects certain workouts, but rowing, I've rowed with it before, not so much. Okay, this is going to take a bit to synchronize. And now that's fully synced, 2 cardio points and only 1,400 steps. That's not good at all. I mean, on my Apple Watch, which I wore the entire workout, how many steps? 982. How many did Koros give me? 635. Okay, got a few. And then we have 4,000 steps on Ultrahuman. I'd have to say that's a marginal fail on both, but at least with at least with the Ultrahuman, it imported my workouts. So it's really good at importing workouts from both Garmin and my Apple Watch, but I'm disappointed that I didn't get more of activity. Oh, now it's at 15. Interesting. Before it was at 10, now it's at 15. Maybe it has to calibrate. Well, I'm going to wear these rings all day, and definitely this one. Wow, how did I get that many more steps rowing? This ring on the same finger. I'll check that later, but really, I'm trying to stay focused on this video. My apologies. Ultra circular ring versus the Ultrahuman ring. In general, they're not too bad rowing. Sometimes with those prongs, those kind of dig into your fingers when you're rowing. I think if I was outdoors, I would definitely wear gloves because I'd be afraid that the ring might slip off and fall in the lake. But yeah, I really thought circular would auto detect. Now on November 15th, Circular is making this big announcement. I don't know what it is yet, but it's big. So yeah. Let me look at the data more.